Hare Krishna, this Ramananda Gopala das, speaking about personality. A personality is something what is very, very unique, and everybody of us want to have a personality. Everybody of us want to be seen as a person, and this is a very great thing for us to follow personalism. And this means, of course, we have to accept that personality, a personal aspect, is in each and every one of us. So entering in a relationship, first of all, we try to change that person according to our personality. That means we don't accept the personality of the person opposite of me or person with me. So this is first one thing. So we have to accept another person in our life, in our personality. Huh? And when a relationship expands, you get married, you get children, then again, personalities come. You cannot think that these persons are kind of the same expansions and they are like you or like your wife. No, they're different because a different soul is in that little bodies and they develop their personalities. And this you can see even from a very small point. I mean, when they're very young. No? And as they grow, of course, the personality is also expanding. So it's getting even more complicated. And same with society. We want to be recognized as persons in the society, but we have to accept also that there are also different personalities in the society. And this makes it all a little bit complicated, especially when we are trained in our modern environment that we are actually alone and everything what matters is our needs, our way of life, how we see things and how we live our life. But actually humans are community people. So most of humans, they need community, we need association, we need each other to grow, to develop, to live, because we are social beings. And this means the soul is a social being, because we're always looking for exchange of friendship, of love. So therefore, this is very important aspect of us. So we are persons. So where personality comes from? It comes actually from a personal source. And this means if we accept the fact that the source of everything has something where it comes from, has a source, then this means also there is personality. And why we are so much against personality nowadays? Well, one reason I think is that we afraid of persons. We afraid of personalities. Why? Because another person means another relationship. And another relationship means I have to be responsible, because relationships means responsibility. So I have to be able to respond to another person. And and in fact, actually, although we try to kind of hide away, but we know that we a little bit naughty. We ignoring the personal aspect in our lives and around us. So therefore, when a child did something naughty, then he doesn't like to go home to his father or his mother, because the child knows it will be told off, right? And so the same way, we kind of shy to accept that God is a person, right? Because in the end of the day, in the end of the life, we have to stand straight in front of him or her, whatever, just this personality. We have to stand straight and have to kind of, admit what we did, right? And it's not a matter of punishment. It's just a matter of just becoming aware of our dealings, what we did in the last life, what is actually in matter of eternity. And this is only what we can measure, because we are in the material world, that we have some time measurements. Actually the soul is eternal, but put the soul in this time frame, It has to be a beginning and an end, this life. And in this life, what we did, like the day has a beginning and the end. It starts with the sun set, and goes down with the sun down. So yeah, when we are in front of that person, we have to kind of acknowledge our actions, and this might make us very much afraid. And because this means we have to be able to respond to our actions to some person who is superior. And this makes us afraid, because of course we would like that we are the most superior people. We are the superior being. And therefore, even in spirituality, sometimes there is tendency to be impersonal, to don't acknowledge that opposite me, there's another person. Beside me, there's another person. And above me, or wherever you want to put God, there is a person with whom I have, and actually religion teaches us to develop a relationship with. So therefore, it's much more easier to put God in an impersonal light or a sound or whatever, because I don't have to communicate with this person. Because personality means also communication on a cross and in a subtle way. So this is a very interesting fact, what we have to acknowledge, that we are personalities. And if we are persons, then God must be a person, because otherwise how we would have something what God doesn't have, and this would make him not God. That would be would put us more above him, because we have this personality what he doesn't have. So yeah, and to develop this personality, this personal relationships, also our personality, to develop our personality and to understand the personality of God, this is actually what real religion is teaching his followers. And by doing so, by entering in this relationship and respond in a responsible way with that person, this is this is the goal of life. And the better we doing in this, then the closer we come, the more that this person will reveal to us his personality. And that's a very ecstatic process. Everybody is invited to do that, but the only thing is you have to ask the Lord, please show me how I can approach you. And sure enough, he will send you teachings, he will send you teachers, he will send you a way how to approach him. And that can be different religion. Hare Krishna.